Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. Now, basically, this is going to be another sort of miniature vlog, I guess. And so basically, I just wanted to spend this video to talk about a game that I am currently interested in at the moment, and that is The Last of Us. Now, for those of you who know what The Last of Us is, it's a post-apocalyptic video game, and I am a huge fan of post-apocalyptic movies and scenarios, video games, stuff like that. But the reason why The Last of Us got me so interested at the moment, even though I've watched YouTube videos on it and have played through it multiple times and have played the Left Behind DLC, the reason why the game is holding my interest at the moment is because the more I thought about how much I am actually extremely interested in the game, I realized that, I have a The Last of Us addiction. And I know that whenever The Last of Us 2 comes out, I will be getting it as soon as possible because I am excited. Now, I know a lot of people may be skeptical because I've heard of reviews and stuff saying that The Last of Us was such a good game that it would never ever need a sequel. And I can't argue with that, but I am mainly excited for a second game because, the thing about in The Last of Us, there isn't all that much you can do. Like, you can do modding and stuff if you have all the right equipment and stuff, but I don't know. I'm a huge The Last of Us fan, and I am definitely excited for whenever The Last of Us 2 comes out because, we're basically focusing on the main, the second, I guess, main protagonist, Ellie. But I'm also excited to see the story sort of continue in a way because, I thought that the last two was, or the first one was such a good game that, you know, it's definitely the second one. Plus, I feel like a lot of people, even a few who said The Last of Us was so good when the sequel, were probably kind of hoping to see where the story goes after how the last one ended. Now, I'm not gonna be spoiling anything for The Last of Us. I mean, if you haven't seen it by now, then I'm not gonna be mean, but I definitely think if you haven't seen it or played it or heard of it, you should definitely take the time to play it. If you see it in a local pawn shop or something and it works and stuff, even if you pick it up for PS3, it's awesome. But yeah, if you haven't checked it out, I definitely recommend and if it's not for you, then that's okay. But to me, it's such an interesting game. I don't know, I've gone through multiple phases of post-apocalyptic stuff. For a while, The Walking Dead held my interest, and I went from The Walking Dead to just normal zombie stuff. And then now The Last of Us seems to be holding my interest, and I'm in fact, I have on this one app I use called Gacha Life. It's a little anime app, and I am a huge anime fan. I would create these little The Last of Us sort of skits because I am a huge Last of Us fan. And I will give a little warning though, if you guys want me to make videos on that, there will be swearing in it. Just because The Last of Us isn't complete without, cussing, but I mean, it's an app made for kids, but I don't think I'd get in trouble for it. But anyway, so if you guys want to see my The Last of Us skits, I can make videos on those and stuff. So yeah. Now I need to look at how I can make creative playlists seeable by you guys. I'll have to figure that out. But anyway, yeah, The Last of Us is holding my interest. Uh, and just because I don't know, it definitely I don't even know why why or how I started getting addicted to it again. I mean, like I noticed that the past week when I was sick that I would play it a lot, and well, even before I got sick I was playing it a lot, but I guess at some point I just decided it was such a good game that I would, you see, because I sort of had made this goal a while ago that I would try to beat the game in like every game mode before, The Last of Us 2 comes out. But I got to this one point on Survivor difficulty and I got fed up because I kept dying, and it went. If you don't know about how hard the difficulty is, the harder the difficulty is, not only is the tougher the enemies. Well, no, I don't think the enemies are tougher, but like supplies are a lot more scarce, and that's why I get so damn irritated with it. I mean, so eventually I just got fed up and decided to play on easy again while I tried to figure out a way to make supplies last better on survival difficulty. Like, I know it's possible because I've seen people do it many times. But yeah, I have this goal to eventually beat all the modes before The Last of Us 2 comes out. I remember playing through hard mode, I was like, this isn't too bad, but then I got survival difficulty, and I noticed that, like, supplies get more scarce the harder the difficulty. I will eventually try to be grounded before I go, or not grounded, but survivor and then grounded. Now, basically, this was just a game. Well, the reason why I love The Last of Us because not only is it a good story, but it's got like amazing. It not only has guns in it, but the fact that you can upgrade the weapons to make them better is just amazing. And like, I am a huge gun person, but like, it's not only the guns that has my interest or the combat experience for that matter, but just the fact that it's set in a setting like 20 years after a fungal infection, which really isn't much of a spoiler. In fact, that's sort of the premise of The Last of Us is 20 years after a fungal infection breaks out, sort of deal. But yeah, anyway, I'm definitely interested to see the combat in The Last of Us 2 and the fact that we get to play as Ellie. From what I've seen from gameplay trailer and stuff, Ellie appears to be like a lot more flexible with combat and fighting than Joel was in the first one. So that may mean that combat will, from what I've seen from the gameplay trailer, combat will definitely be look a lot more. I'm not saying combat like melee combat. I mean, will definitely look probably a lot more. I don't want to say better because I thought the melee combat with Joel was amazing too, but like it definitely seems that The Last of Us 2 is a lot more sort of open with combat experiences than the first one was. Like when Ellie has well, like when I don't want to spoil anything for gameplay trailers, but yeah. But like from what I've seen from trailers, gameplay is definitely or melee combat is definitely a lot more flexible, and Ellie appears to be really good at like running and hiding for combat and tactics and all that. Anyway, so I'm gonna cut this video short. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm just talking about how but yeah. Anyway, I don't really know where my addiction for The Last of Us came from. I just realized that I just started watching YouTube videos on it again and stuff, and I was like, I just decided to start playing it again, and eventually I started growing an addiction to it again. I'm just like, I mean, I've had the idea to beat the game on every difficulty way before I started getting addicted to it again. I'm just like, I don't know if it's just because like it's one of the better shooting games I have at home or what, but like it's definitely an amazing game, even though I've watched it on YouTube way before I play and stuff. But The Last of Us 2, I'm definitely not going to spoil for myself just because I'm excited to see how the story will unfold for Ellie. And I definitely have some theories that I would be talking about in um my next video. And I know I haven't been keeping up with daily uploads or anything. If I hadn't been feeling so crappy the past week, I definitely would have a lot more daily uploads. I know I explained in my other video that I was gonna have a lot more daily uploads, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This will probably be one of the longest until I start doing like actual vlogs. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And because I love The Last of Us so much, I may actually be doing a mini fan film series sort of stuff. So anyway, hope you all enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one. Definitely can't wait. And I love you all. Bye.